Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be in Virginia International Raceway in the North Course, on board the Honda VFR 750 RC30EM, and it's going to be DrAce's Time Trial Challenge Week 11. But first, Sergio's liveries. So here we have livery number 1. That's right, I'm saying liveries because we have 2 today. This is one of them, but unfortunately I didn't actually end up choosing this one, but I had to show it anyway. Ultimately, I went for this bad boy. Look at that one. Honda Team Ace with the DrAce logo and, of course, the number 11 to signify that this is the 11th challenge of the DrAce Time Trial Challenges. So here we are on board this magnificent livery. I finally found a suit that sort of matched in and sort of mixed, and I really like it so far. So the time to beat was about a 1:24 something. I've totally forgotten already, but the time being, let's just crack on and see what lap times we can put in and see what we can produce. Now there's only 3 rides that actually attempted this track before on this particular sort of style of bike, which is the endurance modified 750s from a historic class, I think they call it. So I was very keen to try this because I do believe every single ace could get on the leaderboards here if it's so underappreciated, this particular venue. Now I did this track a couple of days ago in a previous video, and I really like the layout, especially because of this corner here in turn 9. It can be such a difficult corner to get right. You carry in too much speed into that corner and you will be going down. I tell you, you'll be going straight down. And I think what's one of my favourite sort of moments, because I believe Daniel O'Brien commented this, I mentioned in that corner in a previous video a long time ago that someone crashed and they went straight back to the main menu. He laughed at it, I laughed at it, and I think everyone else laughed at it. So it's got a special place for me, that corner, because I always think of that particular quote of mine. Silly, of course, but I enjoyed it nonetheless. But going into turn 19, it's going to be a long straight here, and you want to be giving everything you've got. Pushing forwards in the analog stick, tucking in, and full throttle. So straight away across the line, a 1:23.431. I do believe that is the world record right there, on PC at very least. Not bad. I do like this bike. I think it handles like a dream. It handles extremely well. I am a big fan of this motorcycle. Definitely have to do some endurance races with this bad boy, and even with the same livery. So going into turn 4 in a moment's time. Now, I want you to pay attention to the lines I'm taking and the way I'm utilising this motorcycle, because this starting couple of laps will probably not look anywhere near similar to what I end up doing towards the end of this video. I think some of the last lap times are pretty phenomenal. So stay tuned for that one, and stay ace for staying ace. But of course, difficult corner there to navigate, difficult corner here as well. It catches you off guard, this track. You do believe you can carry so much more speed, and when you do carry the speed, as we oh my goodness, almost had a big moment there, you realise that you're carrying too much speed. Just like we did in the previous lap, we went really wide into that corner and just compromised all our speed. So then when we took it slower, we actually gained more speed. So smoothness, gentle acceleration, and being calm and collected is definitely the way you want to tackle this challenge. Being ruthless, being aggressive, being Marquez would not help you with this time trial challenge. And I really love this one. This might be one of my favourite ones yet, because towards the end of the video, of course we just did a 1:22.957. We are already in the correct direction of pushing in some major good lap times. But towards the end of this video, I was really stressing out to try and get the best possible lap time. It was right there in my grasp, but I just couldn't piece it all together because this track has so much undulation. It has long corners, fast flowing corners, and even a couple of stop and go corners. Now for me, my favourite thing in racing is the fast flowing corners that come thick and thin. And this track has that. It has everything, this track. I'm really enjoying this particular track. It's definitely up there as one of my favourites. As we now break into the very late right-hander of turn 9. Be careful in that corner, as I say, guys. Don't be trail braking into that corner because you will have a bad time. Brake early here, flick it left, ride that little bit of rumble strip if you want to. It's quite friendly, actually. It looks quite intimidating, but it's quite alright, trust me. We're going to brake early here as well. See how much earlier we braked there for that corner? Look how clean that corner exit is. Beautiful. Oh, a little bit of a wheelie there. You might want to be careful on the wheelies on this bike. It's a little bit surprising how much of a wheelie it gives, and we are smashing this lap time. We look a little bit out of control, but believe you me, it's pretty calm. I'm still pretty calm at this point, but I'm so pleased to be seeing this time trial drop in a minute to potentially a 122.638. I think we have more potential than a 122.638. I don't know whether the 121s are possible, but I do believe we can get very close to the 121s. And you know me, I've said this many times before, I'm going to say it again here. I can't be just a couple of tenths away from the next increment. I have to be in it, or just completely far away. I think if you're like 3 tenths away from getting into the next increment, then I'm going to have to keep going and just pushing so much. But take a look at the rumble strips that I'm sort of, quotation marks, abusing. You can do this in this track, and it's still part of the track, so there's no reason for you not to do that. Now, I did notice when I did the Suzuka time trials, a couple of you did end up sort of cutting a few of the corners, but the game doesn't actually class that as cutting a corner, so I might have implemented a couple of bits of strategy in here myself, such as using the rumble strips and maybe even a little bit of grass, if happened so require. But that would have been by accident, not so much by intentional purposes. But we do go a little bit wide for the roller coaster, lost the time compared to the Ghost, but who knows, we might be able to catch up the Ghost if we navigate this corner a little bit better, because previously we went a little bit too wide and got stuck on the rumble strip. There we go, carrying a lot of speed now to turn 19. We're going to be pushing as much as we can now. We're in the slipstream if the Ghost had bloody slipstream, but I don't think we're going to beat the lap time there, but it's going to be neck and neck. It's going to be a 122 such and such, but it wasn't quite enough to beat that one. So we're going to be braking early, a lot of rear brake there, a lot of front brake. There's a lot of brake in general for that turn 1 corner. It's going to catch you off guard a couple of times, and this particular track has a bit of a pain in the bottom when it comes to the restarting of the fastest lap. It puts you quite far away. It puts you into the little bit of a roller coaster section. I do believe that corner is actually called roller coaster anyway, but it puts you back there. So we're already on a great lap here. I see great potential for lap 5. Is this going to be enough? We're up by 6.5 tenths of a second, braking about the number 4. Going into turn 9, when I say number 4, there was a little bit, some signs onto the left-hand side there. Almost bumped into the cone there as well, actually. As well, flick it left. Getting into the perfectly into the racing line. Hook the apex if you want to. Hug it as much as you can in this particular section of the track. For the roller coaster, brake early. Brake when you see that cone. The last cone there, as you can see, I went behind the cone and we ran it a little bit wide. A lap time that could have potentially put us into the 121s is probably gone from us right now. But braking into the final corner, we do not brake fully in that final corner. It's about half brake at lap. Take a look in the bottom right hand corner when I brake into that corner and you'll see it's about halfway to 3/4. But this is still going to be a phenomenal lap. It's going to be a 122.286. So guys, I said this earlier on the video, and I've said it before, we cannot be that close to the next second. We're going to have to go for it. So turn 1, navigated not so bad. We got a little bit onto the grass there, not what I like to see. But we're alright, we're still on board this motorcycle. We're not crashing it because I don't want to ruin this beautiful livery that SirChioXXIII has made for us. Cutting a little bit of the corner there. Of course it's still alright, the lap time's still valid. Going to be doing something similar here again. Let me know in the comment section down below if you think that's cheating or not. But rest assured I bet that you all do the same. So don't at me just yet. Now going under the Nissan sign if you're American, but we say Nissan in here. Going into turn 9. Hold it right, hold it right. Watch out for the cone here because I'm going to get super close to touching that cone there. Get ready to flick it left again. Braking a little bit. Pay attention to the braking. Pay attention to the acceleration in the bottom right corner of the screen there. That will tell you how much you need to be using. Brake here, but just as you touch that cone, if not earlier. I probably could have done a little bit earlier. Chucked a little bit of rear brake in there as well. Flick it to the left. Push everything you've got now. We've got to be very careful because we're up by 0.8 tenths of a second. Hold it to the right. Beautifully exited. We're now into the hog pen. Coming into turn 19. Just keep pushing. Keep focusing. We could get into the 121s here. And 121s would be absolutely unbeatable. Although we have the aces who are just ridiculous. And across the line we go now. And it's a 121.424. Yes! So there you go. Look at that lap time. Sector 3. Have you ever seen consistency like that? I don't think so. And if you're new to the channel, I think that deserves a subscribe and a like. Wow, breathe. So, brilliant, brilliant session. One of my favourite qualifying events yet. So I really hope you guys participate in this challenge and enjoy it just as much as I did. But a 121.424 when the goal was originally a 124. Oh, I'm super pleased with that one, guys. Very, very pleased. So there it is, guys. Evidence in front of you on the leaderboard. DrAce takes top spot with a 121.424. Let me know in the comment section. Let me know in the Discord server how you get on. And guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be alerted to every single DrAce upload. And upon that note, guys, thanks for watching, and ciao for now. Oh, hi. Didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite set your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.